Pleasant morning, children. Happy to see you all again. In previous session, we have learnt about the synthetic fibers and its types. Today, we are going to discuss about the plastics. We are more familiar with plastic, and most of our household items it is made up of plastics. So now I'm going to list out some of the examples. That is the things which is made up of plastics. Okay. First, chairs, bucket, cups, toys, and some parts in the vehicle. Parts in vehicle. So we are depending on plastics for lot of items and materials. So why we are depending? What is the reason for that? So they have the specific characters like they can made into all shape and size. They are available in all shape and size. And this plastics, they can be recycled, which can be recycled, reused, and we can add colors. And it can be melted. So these are the merits why we are depending on plastics. Okay. So this plastics, it is also the polymer. So how the synthetic fibers, they are polymer, like plastics, they are also the polymer. You know the meaning of the polymer, right? Poly means many and mer, it is unit. It is made up of many units. So here as an example, polythene. Polythene. Have you heard this term? Polythene. Yes. Here, polythene bags. You know that polythene bags, right? Poly means many and ethene here, it is the chemical substance. More number of ethene which is combined to form the polythene. Okay, this is the polymer as an example for plastics. Okay, now we are having the two types of plastics which is based on the arrangement of the units. So based on the arrangement of units. Arrangement of units, we have two types. The first type, it is linear. Linear. And second type, it is cross-linked. Cross-linked. So by the word linear, you can able to get the meaning. It is straight. Okay. Straight. Here the chemical units are arranged in straight. Okay. That is the linear, which is arranged in straight. So cross-linked, which is in the cross and which is get linked to other units, which forms a plastic. So this is the cross-linked and the first it is linear. Two types of plastics based on the arrangements. Okay. And next it is about thermosettings. Thermoplastics and thermosettings. Thermoplastics and thermosettings are the two types of plastics. So what is the difference between thermoplastic and thermosettings? Thermoplastic, we can mold it easily, okay, which we can mold it easily. Whereas here in thermosettings, if it is molded once, it cannot be softened again, okay. So here it is molded once, okay, not softened again. Not soften again. So this is about the thermosettings. So the examples for thermoplastics and thermosettings. For thermoplastic, it is polythene, PVC, the PVC pipes you know, right? And some toys. Okay. So here for thermosettings, the examples are backlight and melamine. Okay, so here which this is molded once and this cannot be softened again. So here in thermoplastic which can be softened again, which is molded easily. Okay, so this is about the two types of plastic, thermoplastics and thermosettings. Now we are going to discuss about the bakelite and the melamine, which is the thermosetting plastics. Okay, bakelite. So this is the poor conductor of heat and electricity. Poor conductor of heat and electricity. Okay. Poor conductor which will not allow the heat to pass through. So that is the poor conductor. And this is used in the electrical switches and in the handles of the utensils. Handles of utensils. So this is about the bakelite. So this is the poor conductor of heat and electricity, which resists the heat and electricity. And next it is about the melamine. Melamine. So here this resists the heat, resists the flame and tolerates the heat. Okay. Tolerate heat. So this it is used in the floor tile and in the kitchenware and in some fabrics. Okay, so this is about the melamine and the bakelite, which is both the thermosetting plastics, which can be molded once and it cannot be softened again. Okay, and next we are going to discuss about the advantages of the plastics. Okay, advantages. So advantages, if you see the first advantage, it is light in weight. Okay, so lightweight. So this is used in the making of parts like a car, aircraft and then the spacecraft also. Okay, next it is low in cost. Okay, low cost and easy to handle. Okay, so these are the advantages, that is lightweight, low cost and easy to handle. So that is why we are depending on the plastics of most. And apart from this, it is also used in the medical industries. Okay, medical industries. So this is for making the syringe and then the tablet covers. Most of the things it is made up of plastics. So this plastics plays an important role in the medical industries also. And next it is about the Teflon. Teflon, which is used in the pans, that is the some of the utensils, which is act as a non-stick there. Okay, you're heard about this term non-stick pans, right? So that pans it is coated of Teflon. Okay, because of this coating only we are calling that as a non-stick pans. Okay, so here it is also used in the cookware also. And next, melamine. Melamine, we know that it is a flame resistance and this is used in the uniform of the fireman. Okay, uniform of fireman. Okay, so these are the some of the advantages and some of the uses. Okay, now we are going to discuss about the characteristics of plastics. So the first characteristic, it is non-reactive. And next it is light. strong and durable. And finally, it is the poor conductor. First, we are going to discuss about this non-reactive. Plastics, they will not react with the external factors, okay? They do not react. So like it is air and water. And next, it is not corroded easily, okay? Plastics, they are not corroded easily. This is about the first characteristics, that is non-reactive. And next, it is light, strong and durable. Plastics, they are light in weight and they are strong material and durable, which is long lasting. So here, this is used to store various material, okay? Stores various material and it is cheaper than metal. Cheaper than metal. And this is also used in the industries, okay? Used in industries. And the last characteristics, it is the poor conductor. So this is the resistance for heat and electricity. It will not allow the heat and electricity to pass through. Okay. So this is used in the places like electrical unit, kitchen. Okay. So here the electrical switches or wires, and in the kitchen it is the kitchenware or the handles of the utensils, which is made up of the plastics. So because they are the poor conductor of heat and then the electricity. Okay. So these are the characteristics of the plastics. Thank you, children.